Hello everyone. Now this lecture is the continuation of the third lecture of function modules. Now we will check for the output of the function module which we have created earlier. Now I am checking for the output of the function module by pressing the F8 key. Firstly, we will enter the input. We will enter the company code, we will enter the document number, we will enter the fiscal year. So we will check for the entry with the help of the table. Now we will move on to transaction code SE11. We will go for the table BKPF. We will display the contents. We will enter the company code 0001, document number 1950275, fiscal year is 2013. Now I am executing this. Now I will enter the same values in the function module. Company code is 0001, document number is 1950275, fiscal year is 2013. Now I am executing the function module. Now in the output I have multiple entries. As we have already discussed in the previous lecture, we want the output in terms of multiple entries. Now I am displaying the multiple entries. Now we will check whether this output is correct or wrong. So we will check by the combination of two tables, BKPF and BSEC. So now we will display one more table, that is BSEC, with the help of SE11 transaction code. I am displaying the tables, going for the contents of the table. Now I am passing the same entry. Company code 0001, document number 1950275, and fiscal year is 2013. Now I am executing the contents. Firstly we will go for company code. Now, company code 0001, document number 1950275, document number 1950275, correct. Fiscal year 2013. BLART. Now we have, now first we will check the BUZDI 1 or 2. BUZDI 1 or 2. DMVTR amount is 1234, 1234. Amount is 1234, 1234. Now we will check rest of the two columns in BKPF table. So we will go for BKPF table. Here our document type is KR. In the output document type is KR. Our document date is 25/03/2013, 25/03/2013, 25/03/2013. Now we got the correct output. In the output we got the multiple entries. Now one thing, suppose we go to transaction code SC80, which is the transaction code object navigator, in which with the help of which we have created the function group. Now see, this is the function group which we have created, ZFG_document. In this function group, we have function modules, we have includes. See, whenever we create function modules and we will assign the function group to these, function modules, those all function modules will appear under function group. Now what is our next task? We will reuse this function module in the report. So we will move on to transaction code SE38. SE38 is the transaction code for the ABAP editor. Now we will create one report. Suppose my name of the report is ZREP_document. As I am creating a customer specific object, so his first name starts with Z or Y. Now I am clicking on the create button to display the document. Now we will go for executable program. Now I am saving the program. I am saving the program as a local object. Now the program is saved. Now, what is the first step in the program? First we have to create the selection screen. For creating the selection screen is the keyword. Then we have begin of block B1. Then we have selection screen, end of block. End of block B1. Now inside this selection screen we will declare 3 parameters. One for company code, one for document number, which is of type Belnar_D. Belnar_D is the data element for Belnar. Then we will move for one parameter for fiscal year, that is of type GJAHR. Now we will assign the titles. We will assign the description to those. So we will assign the description with the help of go to text element selection text. Yes, I want to save. Firstly I have to activate this. Then those text will be appear there. Now I will move on to go to text element selection text. Now P_Belnar stands for document number, P_BUTRS stands for company code, P_GJHR stands for fiscal year. Now I am saving these text elements selection text, and now I am activating this selection text. Now in this, instead of writing the logic in the report, we will call the function module. So we can call the function module with the help of pattern. Now we will pass the name of the function module, set fm_document. I am uncommenting this importing parameter. Now we will pass the values which is coming from the screen. In the previous sections of function module we have already discussed, whenever we are reusing the function module, import will become export and export will become import. Suppose in this example, in this function module which we have created, I am displaying this function module. Our import parameters are company code, document number, fiscal year. When I am reusing this function module, it will behave as exporting, and export parameter will behave like importing. Now I am passing the values which is coming from the screen. Now I am declaring one parameter which is of table type, or which is of internal table type. Now I am declaring the internal table. Type. How I can check that this parameter is of which type? So we will double click on the function module. We will go to export tab where this parameter is of this type. Copy this and paste it here. Now instead of writing the logic in the report, we have written the logic in the function module, and now we have called this function module. Now we will declare one structure. Our structure name is zstruct_toc. Now we will display the output. So we will make a loop on the internal table, that is lt_document into ls_document. For every loop there is a end loop statement, and we will display the output with the help of write statement. and we have to display the 7 fields. So we will display ls document. Our first field is company code, that is BUKRS. Our second column is BELNA, that is document number. Our third column is GJHR, that is fiscal year. Our next column is BLART, that is document type. Our next column is BLDAT, that is document date. Our next column is BUZEI, that is item number, and our last column is amount, that is DMVT. Now we will check for the syntax of the program. It is syntactically correct. Now I am activating the program. Now the program is activated. Now we will check the output, and for checking the output I am executing the program. Enter the company code 0001, enter the document number 1950275, and fiscal year is 2013. Now execute the report. Now see, but this output is similar to the output which we will get when we have independently run the function module. Now if I am running the function module independently and I am passing the same input 45275 2013, now if I am executing the function module and I am checking the output, these two outputs are similar. The output whichever I am getting from the function module and the output which I am getting when I am calling the function module in the report, both are same. This is the way by which we can by which we can reuse the function module in the report. Thank you.